They put a pile of dry hay in the middle of the street, and its fire concentrating the sun's rays. Jose Arraca Bonita, who had still not been consoled by the failure of his magnets, conceived of the idea of using the invention as a weapon of war. He bemoaned to Melquiades the failure of his project, and the gypsy then gave a convincing proof of his honesty. He then gave back the doubloons in exchange for the magnifying glass, and he left him in addition some Portuguese maps and several instruments of navigation. In his own handwriting, he set down a concise synthesis of the studies. Monk Herman, which led to Jose Arcadio, so that he would be able to make sure the astrolabe, the compass, and the sextant. Jose Arcadio Bonita spent the long months in the rainy season shut up in a small room that had been built on the rear house so that no one should disturb his experiments. Having completely abandoned his domestic obligations, he spent entire nights in the courtyard watching the concourse of the stars, and he almost contracted sunstroke from trying to establish an exact method to ascertain noon. When he became an expert in the use of manipulation of his instruments, he conceived a notion of space which allowed him to navigate across unknown seas, to visit uninhabited territories, and to establish relations with splendid beings without having to leave his study. That was the period in which he acquired the habit of talking to himself, of walking through the house without paying attention to anyone, as Ursula and the children broke their backs in the garden, growing banana and caladium, cassava and yams, ayuma roots and eggplants.